Chris Economaki.
That is one of the names of all time.
Dude.
Not gonna lie, until you said that, I did not know how to pronounce his name.
What network was he on?
Economaki or Economaki?
I think Economaki works better. Yeah.
I gotta hear him pronounce his name because he just sounds so funny.
Is he on
I
NBC?
just love listening to him. Hold on, I'm about to find out if you just let me do it, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, man. Chris It's really hard to find this guy.
I found what it is.
There we go.
Oh wait. Oh, he did multiple ones.
This is a wonderful start to a podcast.
Yeah, he was originally on ABC Sports, and then he switched to CBS. The more you know.
The more you know.
Dude lived to 91.
Dang.
But the dude would just like phase into the broadcast and just go, "Chris Economaki here." Okay. I love watching those videos, man.
Oh yeah.
We should have a JTN old race watch along that no one will show up to.
That'd be pretty cool.
Did actually.
You didn't have to say that out loud because
Matt,
what?
You'll like this. Joe,
Oh,
you will like it, but you won't really care mostly. I went in for a month of F1 TV, and the other night we watched the entire 2012 European Grand Prix from Valencia.
Oh, that race is a classic.
That's a good race.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
It's like the one good race at Valencia, yeah.
It's the race that made me like Valencia.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're probably gonna do that again at some point this weekend. We're just gonna watch
the
the
2011 Canadian Grand Prix.
That's a very good one.
Batshit crazy, yeah.
Yep, that one's on the list. A bunch of 2012 ones are on the list, like Brazil, Malaysia's a good one. God, 2012 has a lot of good races. But definitely Malaysia, definitely Brazil, because Brazil was the title decider that year. Unbelievable race.
Yeah, I just looked up like highest rated F1 races, and 2012 Brazil is number one.
Yep.
2011 China, people said is pretty good.
Ooh, that's a good shout.
Oh yeah.
But you'll I mean, if you happen to find yourself around,
yeah, I'd be down for that.
Absolutely tune in. It was really late one. Like it was like hey, it's like 1 a.m. What are we gonna do now? And so I just like leaned back in the chair, turned it on, just let it stream. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Joe, you too. I know you're being quite quiet, but if you happen to find yourself in the mood for some Formula One action, they have a lot of races too. They have like all the races, like full race replays. It's awesome. I didn't know that. I hadn't touched F1 TV or heard anything about F1 TV until like this weekend.
Another motorsports body would have something similar to that.
Yeah, it would be pretty nice.
Be pretty cool because they'd have a lot of content that they could put on there. Not just
there's a lot of good races that
not just their top
like to see
series, but also like sports cars.
Yeah, I was gonna say NASCAR's YouTube channel has just been like drip feeding full races on there for like 5 years. But it'd be cool if just one day they just started a channel and they're like, "Here's every old race." I
would even subscribe to a NASCAR TV if it meant all those old like even just spring on it like for a month every once in a while just to watch some old stuff.
You imagine if they like did their own documentaries too?
Oh yeah, like all the old stuff on like Speed Channel that they produced or whatever. Like find a way to license that. That would be awesome.
They probably could. I mean, jeez.
But yeah, you'd have a pretty good video library. Now, the only thing that would suck about that is most likely every full race that's on YouTube that isn't on the NASCAR YouTube channel would be gone.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
They would probably mass copyright strike.
Yeah, which stinks. But I mean, as long as the races are up, I mean, it's not like a total loss.
It's about putting them behind a paywall, though. People would freak out about that. You know how people are.
I get it. I get it, but then I also get.
But also, like, they would be able to get people to pay for it. So, hey, Peacock, you're raising your prices. You need more content. You have WWE Network. NASCAR Network. There it is. Bam. Problem solved.
Might be on something here.
Might be a good idea. Someone get me in those boardroom meetings.
I think you gotta like dress up like a peacock to get in those NBC meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
Probably like a big tail, maybe like
How do you,
like a big headdress, maybe.
a headdress?
Mm.
I feel like that's insensitive.
Is it?
Could be.
I
Matt, thoughts?
Just the name of what?
No thoughts.
I'm just along for the ride at this point. So
It's crazy.
just riding the inertia of the episode. So.
You know who else was along for the ride?
Who, Joe?
Martin Truex Jr. Because guess what? He had the best car and he won. David, do you have a comment on that?
No. No, I don't. Like seriously, is there? Okay, I said this to Joe earlier. Is there a more like fun sucking, just like energy vaporizer that it like than a Martin Truex Jr. win? Is there anything like less like inspiration inducing? There's just nothing good about it.
See,
Ever.
At first, I was tempted to say Joey Logano, but Joey Logano like inflicts some sort of like outrage. With Martin
Right.
Truex, it's just like, okay.
Ugh. God, this guy. He's gonna go in his interview and he's gonna talk about, well, I want to go fishing. I'm gonna be like, all right, dude, okay, shut up.
Born to fish, forced to race.
Martin Truex Jr. wins for some reason. God, it just drags on.
Matt, you just gave me a great shirt idea.
Born to fish, forced to race.
I'm throwing that on a t-shirt. I don't care.
We
I
gotta-
think
we gotta-
we found the episode title for this.
We
week.
gotta come up with a similar one for Chase Elliott, but it could be like literally any task first and then forced to race.
Born to fly.
Born to do quite literally
Born to
anything else.
snowboard. Well, maybe not.
I think that's my favorite. Like everyone has like the funny gags about Chase Elliott being boring. I think our gag is better that we just think he hates driving race cars. Like he hates
Which we
it.
know is not true. Like
We
let's-
know that. But I love our gag that he just absolutely
he just
despises
hates his job.
So
He likes
relatable,
racing
honestly.
cars, but he hates his job. That's why he's the most popular driver.
So relatable.
He's like, why did God have to make me good at driving a race car?
As he's struggling to finish top 15 this season.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yikes.
zinger.
He had a bad finish today, didn't he?
I don't think it was good. I honestly don't remember. We were all at our jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Another damn rain race.
Same here, Chase. Yeah, he finished 12th. So
yeah, so
Not a playoff run finish for sure.
no, definitely not. Especially with Pocono, Pocono, Richmond, Michigan,
Yeah.
Indy, Watkins, Glen, Daytona. The 6
I
races.
think that just about all but guarantees
he has to
that
win.
he's gonna have to win a race. I don't think he makes up the deficit running how he is.
yeah, he is a full 60 points back of Michael McDowell right now. Like,
Now-
that is a big gap to make up in that.
He won Pocono last year, but the 2 cars in front of him got DQ'd for a piece of tape.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he won quite a few races in the past few years that he's not repeating this season. And
that's true. Nashville, right?
Nashville,
Quite
quite literally any good performance on a road course.
Road America, like where was he at Road America this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was mentioning that last week. Like, he's just been invisible, like, on the road courses, too, which is un-Chase Elliott, like.
Good one, Joe. Joe thought he was funny and thought
I
he
did,
was,
and I
like,
am,
thought he was
so.
cute. But
I am
yeah,
cute.
I think all in all, I don't want to blather on and on about Chase Elliott as much as I don't want to blather on and on about Martin Truex Jr. I like I said, I think this all but guarantees he's going to have to win a race in the remaining races of the regular season to get into the playoffs. I don't think there's any way he points himself in. He is not running well enough.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. And it's like what we were talking about last week. Like, obviously, on paper, Chase Elliott and the 9 team can go out and win on any weekend, but it's like,
yep,
you gotta start showing something soon. So
yep.
Oh, and just the bubble right now. McDowell's the last car in by a point over Suarez.
Yeah.
Bubba's 2 points or 3 points ahead.
2 points.
So you got 3 cars right now within 3 positions of each other on track that have raced around each other pretty much all season. I think Bubba's definitely been ahead of those guys, but I think they've what they've been the last 2 years. They struggle to get finishes that they deserve.
Yeah.
AJ Allmendinger's right there. We have 2 road courses coming up and a super speedway. He could point himself in. I think Ty Gibbs is close enough.
So Gibbs and Bowman, they're separated by a point, and they're 40 back.
Okay,
McDowell.
never mind.
So
Gotta win.
Mathematically, they could, but realistically, probably not.
Not with how they've run compared to those other 3 that are right there, 4 that are right there on the bubble.
Yeah. And it's the same thing we talked about last week with Bowman, too. Like, they salvaged a better finish this week, but again, it's like, you guys need to finish better than 14th and not have late race disasters again.
Ty Gibbs.
Every goddamn week.
Well, and McDowell decided to be beefing with Priest, and he apologized. So good for him, I guess. It's also maybe he's apologizing because he might be Priest's teammate next year. Who knows?
I was watching that video too. I love reading the body language of both of them because, like, McDowell runs up and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry," and Priest is like, "Absolutely not, hell no."
Screw you.
No, man, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, good story. Tell it to the judge, bud.
Yeah.
Well, this felt like a weekend where Ryan Priest needed a good run and he didn't get it, and he really wasn't a factor in the top 10, at least. Still does not have a top 10 this year, which is wild to think about.
Really good. I think he's the highest driver in points without a top 10.
Currently 28th. Okay, let's see. Hang on,
he's 28th?
Well, he's 26
in the
he's 26 in the playoff points.
Yeah. Okay. That's still not
yes,
good.
he is the highest driver without a top 10.
Yeah. He is ahead of Almirola, who has 1.
Ahead of Eric
and
Jones,
ahead of
who has
Jones
3.
and Dylan.
Damn, he's ahead of Dylan. Holy freak,
Well, didn't
dude.
Austin Dillon
got a 100-point penalty, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah, he would be 18th right now, like right in the Gibbs
he'd be in the
battle.
thick of things.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a couple guys right now it feels like that can win a race in these next 6, too.
Yeah.
They're sitting there on the outside. A couple of them on the inside, too. I mean, we're going to Richmond and Michigan, which Harvick won both those races last year. Keselowski and Buescher have been good on the flat tracks. Richmond, again, comes to mind. Or flatter tracks and Daytona, too. And then you look at Suarez, you look at Bubba, you look at McDowell even, with road courses coming up.
Yep.
Crazy.
Also, we talked about this earlier this year. Big shout out, Corey LaJoie still hanging in there at 24th. So he's been right around 30th in points for the last couple of years, and like a quote by Davey was the dog days of summer, and they're hanging in there. So it's pretty cool.
That is, wow. I didn't realize he was still just about hanging in there like he was.
Yeah. Also, wanted to talk about the Legacy Disaster Class this weekend. Don't know what happened to Noah Gragson.
Do you want to just go ahead and just pencil that in every week?
Yeah, that's
when
what
we
I'm
have our
trying to
show
do.
sheet
I
template?
literally
That's what I'm
have
trying to
a
do.
sound drop in mind that I just haven't had the time to make. Maybe I'm gonna work on that tonight.
Please
Remind
do.
me to do that.
But shout out to something happened with Noah's car. They didn't get the wheel tight, and he had a massive hit in the wall. Hopefully he's okay, because he already had one concussion this year. That's scary, especially when a car gets off the ground.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Yeah. And then Eric Jones I think he ended up finishing 11th, but he was caught up in that Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman thing. He just ran through Alex Bowman. So
straight just if gap car.
He also spun earlier in the race to bring out a caution. Yeah. So good rebound from them, but they're digging out of a 75-point penalty hole that they're in too. So
Yeah.
Part of me as a Bowman fan wants to be mad, but at this point, it's just like the comedy of errors. I can't even be surprised anymore at this point. I'm like, yep, this is the kind of year. It's
The
the
crazy thing
2010s.
is, he was 16th in points when he came back from his
It's
concussion.
literally
Or
like
his back.
Dale Jr. 2010 type season, where it's like, hey, what else can we do wrong this year? So
But here comes 2011.
true, yeah, I'm gonna get my heart ripped out multiple times by Kevin Harvick next year. Awesome.
Oh wait,
In the booth.
you mean
he's
Josh?
just gonna like.
He's just gonna.
He's
And
just
Alex
gonna-
Bowman, oh, there he goes. He's blowing up.
Yeah, he
Ran
got
out of
past
fuel.
with 5 to go at Martinsville and ran
He's
out
gonna
of gas.
commentators curse him like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, Kevin
Um,
Harvick is my arch nemesis at this point.
also, speaking of loose wheels, Eric Almirola's crew, they had a terrible pit stop for right side tires, like in the middle of that race. It was a really slow stop, but he still got out of pit road first. Goes down into turn 1, and the wheel just fell off.
Yep. Yep.
So if that doesn't sum up SHR this year, I don't know what does.
Oh, it does. It does. Eric Almirola's best track. He had a really fast race car, really good chance at a good run, and a loose wheel. A loose wheel.
Unforced error. Because it was a slow stop, too. Like, it was already a slow stop. That's the thing that kills me, man. And I know, like, these guys, they are so much more talented than we are, right? But
Oh yeah.
it's like, oh, man. And they're probably frustrated as all hell,
They
too.
also get. I mean, at the same time, I think we have a little bit of right to like say something because they get paid to do it and they train.
Right.
And
No, I know.
At the end of the day, like under pressure, you don't rise to the occasion. You kind of fall to the level of your training, and it just kind of goes to show like SHR is a little bit of a train wreck this year.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Shout out to our buddy Awful Racing on Twitter, who had the Eric Almirola at New Hampshire video, and it was just a highlight reel of LeBron shooting threes. I always love that when you have just like a midfield driver who's just extremely good at exactly one track and nowhere else. Because like back in the day, it's like, oh, we're going to Darlington. Oh, we got to deal with Ward Burton today. And I'd be like, damn, Jerry Nadeau came to race again. So.
Well, I mean, hell, like I say back in the day, but like Denny Hamlin was like, I mean, Denny Hamlin was always fast, but like you went to Pocono.
Yeah, that was his stomping
Denny
ground.
Hamlin's just gonna win.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson at Dover.
Dover, Texas, Martinsville.
yeah.
Shut up. We get it. Your favorite driver's good.
Junior was pretty good at Talladega that one time.
Me rooting for Eric Jones at Darlington every year.
Yeah.
Just praying.
Just praying that Kyle Busch blows up under caution.
Every 3 years, baby.
Listen, I was a Ryan Preece fan at Martinsville this year, where like he qualified, led every freaking lap until he got a speeding penalty, and then never made it back to the top 15. That race made me want to die. That was so frustrating.
Kyle Larson at the 2 mile tracks while he was at Ganassi.
True.
Yeah, where there's
True.
that brief like 6-month window where they tried to make 2 Mile Kyle a thing.
Well, remember he won
Forgot
his
about that.
first race at Michigan in the fall. And then the next year he won at Auto Club, and then he won at Michigan again.
He swept Michigan, I think.
And then then he won Michigan again. And then he finally won it at a track that wasn't a 2 mile track.
Yeah.
Finally he won at Richmond or something.
That's really funny. I'd love to like figure out why he was so good at those trials. Obviously, the team probably hit on something, but I want to believe that there's something driver related that was happening there too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just my brain.
It was weird. I remember being upset that I got to see Kyle Larson win 3 races in a row, and I have 2 of the 3 diecast cars. The Xfinity Series was also up at New Hampshire on Saturday. John Hunter Nemechek won again.
That race looked like a mess.
There were 2 big pileups on the front straightaway.
Yeah.
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 Joe Graff nearly won.
No, he didn't. Don't lie to the people at home. He nearly won. Yeah, Joe Gibbs Racing got to finally post, hey, Joe Graff Jr. takes the lead.
It's been sitting in drafts for a while.
It probably
It'll never-
has.
That's a brand new sentence, and it'll never be said again.
Yeah.
I
would
saw
also
that
like to point
guy
out-
DNQ in an RCR car at Michigan.
I just want to preface this that I think Joe Graff Jr. is a very nice guy. Okay, continue.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sure he's lovely, salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Moves about as fast as it too.
Yeah.
Salt of the earth.
I think he still follows me. Hang on.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That I think I've
No, he
talked about
seems
it
like
before.
a
The
cool-
power dynamic that Joe Graff follows me, but I don't follow him back.
I've heard his interviews are always good and stuff. Like he's not.
Oh yeah.
Again, not a bad dude, but man, some guys struggle. Some guys are dentists, man. And I don't like dentists. I'm scared of them. You know.
He does still, in fact, follow me. So I don't know
look
why.
at you. You'd be famous enough for Davey's friend to acknowledge you. That's an inside joke that won't see the light of the day.
Yeah, I'll tell you that one after.
Cole Custer and Sheldon Creed, they tangled late. I don't know what Sheldon Creed's got to do. Is he even in the playoffs right now? I think he's on the outside looking in again this year.
Yeah, I'll pull up more playoff points. God dang it.
Playoffs. Talk about playoffs. I believe he's still on the outside looking in. Parker's on the outside looking in too. Xfinity has 3 road courses coming up too.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Creed, he's 10th in points right now.
Oh,
He's
okay.
45 clear. So
10th in points? Because don't forget there's Jeb's won a race and there's no way Jeb's ahead of him in points.
why does it say? Oh, it's projected playoffs. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so he's projected in.
Yeah, he's 10th on the playoff grid right now. No, he's still 10th in points. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not loving the current Parker Kligerman situation, but he probably would have had a pretty good run at New Hampshire. He got involved in one of those big stack ups.
Yeah.
New Hampshire was like his coming out party in the Nationwide Series in 13, if I recall correctly. He's with KBM. He won the pole or something.
Yeah, I think he would have had a good run. He's only 18 out even after just finishing like 35th or 32nd or something.
Well, because Riley had issues too. I think Riley was involved, had issues, rallied back, but then was involved in that last lap crash on the front stretch. So,
I do have faith. It's just gonna be a little edgy.
hey, 3 road courses coming up. 3 road courses. Got Road America next weekend.
Just need 3 top 5s. It's doable.
Then you got Michigan the week after. Then you got Indy, you got Watkins Glen. Bam. You know that car's going to be fast at Michigan. You know he knows how to run the road courses.
Oh God. Brandon Jones is 15th in points.
Yeah, he
Yeesh.
yeah.
I don't remember if we were talking about this on the show. I don't hate Brandon Jones. I just like being right. And I just want to point out, so many people that I know were like, dude, Brandon Jones, JRM, he's gonna have that breakout season, 7th year in a row we're saying it. I'm like, no, he's just not very good. He's a really nice guy.
I really hope anyone who was saying that was saying it facetiously like I was, because
Yeah.
absolutely not. That dude is gonna be a just fine Xfinity lifer.
Yeah.
He'll bounce around a bunch of teams. He'll probably go to Alpha Prime at some point. He'll go hang out at Colic probably. They're gonna tap him up. You're gonna tap him up at SHR, and was like, "Oh, is he gonna go to SHR in the Cup Series?" And then he's gonna go. I don't know. Where's he gonna go? Where the hell is he gonna go? We probably go to RCR or something.
He's already been at RCR.
Oh, sorry.
You already got him.
He'll go to
because he did RCR to
RS. What the hell?
Gibbs?
Where would he go? I don't know.
RSS.
Yeah, RCR to Gibbs. Yeah.
Now to JRM.
Yeah. I remember people were like mocking up like a third 2311 car for him, and I was like, ah, good one, you guys.
He's gonna run the 500 this year.
Yeah. That is just crazy though, that he's like never even had a cup attempt, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon Jones, nice guy, but I was right and you're wrong. So okay.
Ooh, got him. Okay, so that's all we got for Xfinity. It rained a lot in New Hampshire too. I want to quickly send along our well wishes to the folks affected by the floods up in the Northeast. Vermont comes to mind. Very, very scary scenes up there. But yeah, IndyCar was in Toronto. That's a transition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christian Lundgaard wins the pole in the wet. People are like, no, he's not winning the race. And then he says, screw you guys, I'm winning the race. And he wins the race in the 6.
How are the views
Sorry,
from there? I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah. that kind of just came out of nowhere, I feel like. I mean, he's 7th. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't really heard much about him. So I was kind of surprised when I saw like Christian Lundgaard on pole, and I had to look up what car he was driving.
A Ray Hall car, and Ray Hall has been a wild ride this year.
Yeah. Who's driving the 30 this year? I've already forgotten.
Harvey.
Oh, that's right.
And do you know who's driving the 15?
It is still Graham.
Yeah.
God.
A solid.
Hey, he had like 2 good years there, man.
Dude, okay, yeah, that is one of the weird. I love how every time we talk about IndyCar, we just get on tangents about IndyCar. Like Graham Rahal was just terrible for like half a decade, and then randomly just like started winning races for a couple years, and then was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to being Graham Rahal again. So
I'm gonna regress back to myself.
yeah, if you find me, guys, find me in 12th place. So I'll be back here. Yeah, I don't know if I have much else to say. I didn't really see any of this race. I was busy.
Alex Palou still got a podium, even though his front wing was busted. Don't know how he keeps doing it.
Yep. Dude's on another level right now.
Like, he grew his points lead, despite starting in the back third of the field, I'm pretty sure, at least mid-pack, having damage on the car for the last 30 laps. Like...
Yeah, he's
just let him go to F1, Ganassi. Just let him leave, please.
Racy.
Yeah, he started down in 15th. So
shush.
Let him leave. Let him go be great. Or struggle. We don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it before, where IndyCar guys tried to go to F1 and it did not go well at all. So,
wasn't he gonna get one of the McLaren seats? Wasn't that the...
Well, he was originally trying to go to their IndyCar team, and I think he saw that as like a path to F1. And then when McLaren was discussing their lineup for this year, like his name was on their short list, and then Ganassi was like, "Wait, what? Hang on."
yeah, that contract that I remember, because that was like the same week too as the Tyler Reddick announcement to 2311. It
was just
chaos.
Like a 2-week span where it was like Ganassi and McLaren and Palou were like, we just created the weirdest, messiest contract situation, and then Tyler Reddick was like, hold my beer.
That's what it was, because Reddick won. That was like the week after Road America or something.
Yeah, and then it was literally like 4 days later. He was like, all right, I'm gonna head out later, you guys. Yeah, it's truly bizarre.
But obviously they figured it out that they want to just win races anyways.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Especially because McLaren kind of can't. I mean, a lot like
they still haven't won. If I told you Ray Hall would have won before Arrow McLaren this year, you would have told me I was crazy.
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way. Like Pato, especially, like just keeps making mistakes. So, yep, it's frustrating.
Scott Dixon, Scott McLaughlin, their teams kind of bended on the strategy, but they got bailed out. Like Will Power ran out of fuel and had to pit with 1 lap to go. A couple other teams, so they ended up still having good runs. But again, everyone still lost points to Alex Palou. So,
yep.
How does he do it? Nobody knows. Palou's the one that when he wins, he goes and gets fried chicken, right? Does that sound correct? You guys heard about that?
No, I do not know.
That's a thing.
I thought that was the other one.
Other one.
Sorry. I get Alex Palou and who's the...
Pato?
Yeah, Pato Award mixed up.
Oh, it is Palou. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's Palou. Okay. Thank you. Whew.
There's this picture of him just holding two chicken wings, just like chowing down with the Indy 500 trophy. Or the IndyCar Championship trophy, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he ain't winning 500. Come on.
I'm gonna
never will.
Because you're going to go to F1. SRX was back last week for Stafford. Denny Hamlin goes 1 for 1. Race got shortened by rain.
Yeah, it's just a lot of rain. It's hard to get excited about rain, Joe. What can we be excited about? What's going on? How's baseball season?
The Tigers are somehow in the pennant chase, but you don't want to hear my rant about that, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's a fly.
Okay. Where?
In here.
Oh, I thought you meant like on me.
Oh, no.
Wait, I can see myself. Why would that make sense?
Oh my god.
Baseball, man. Baseball. It's not raining in baseballs.
It is raining in baseball.
Well, listen, I just want to eat my Airheads Extremes and be in peace.
Okay.
I'm
Kenny Schrader said that SRX drivers have no respect. There's no respect on the racetrack. Okay, again, I was broadcasting during this, so if you guys don't have anything to add, that's okay.
Yeah, again, I was busy. So
Yeah.
I was racing. So.
Oh, I'm busy. Ooh, I'm busy.
I was just kind of like
my
following along.
I'm BMXing. Are you first or second in state points?
Let me see if they updated it yet. I'm
either one or two in the state points. I'm in the top 3 for my class. Oh, I'm Matthew Steelman. That's you right now.
And
he's like, yeah, I am. I'm Matthew.
It is a statement of fact.
Crazy.
I'm at least Matthew.
But SRX is going to be going back to Stafford next week.
Hey!
What?
I had something to say about the Kenny Schrader thing.
Okay, what did you have to say?
I still haven't updated it.
No, I don't want to say it anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Kenny Schrader did get run over once in that race. Also, what do you expect? It's literally not real. Like
it's literally not real, he says.
It's not real. It's fake. It's all just silly bigilly race cars doing little bumpy cars around a little short track, okay? It's competitive, but it's not real.
I'm pretty sure the only reason Paul Tracy is there is to run into things and to make people mad.
That is literally, I'm almost certain that's in his contract.
Yeah, why else is he still getting like? Why else is he still at SRX?
People, so like in the little bottom third graphics, they had every driver's like accomplishments. I don't know if you guys saw this, but people were being weird about Haley Deegan because they showed 2-time Truck Series most popular driver. The people are being really weird about that.
Like, man, they gotta put something there.
Very funny.
What a prestigious award. It puts her into the same category as Narain Karthikeyan. And to this day, how did that happen? How did Narain Karthikeyan win a most popular driver award in 2010?
That's not talked about enough,
Fun
man.
voice, or fun name.
He ran like 10 races.
Fun name. I don't know what to
was
tell
he
you.
even there, dude? Was he even there to accept the award?
I have no idea.
Imagine he wasn't there and was just like, what? Who was that guy?
He ran 9 truck
him.
races in 2010 with a best finish of 11th at Texas, and everybody was like, yeah, that guy!
I mean, who else was in the Truck Series that year?
He's Indian, right?
Yeah, he's from India.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe there's a big Indian fan base
There
that
it
he
is.
just like got them all. Just like, hey guys, you don't know what the hell this is, but click on this real quick.
Vote for me.
Well, it's like a... Oh, I don't... Okay, I cannot pronounce that. I was going to make a joke about how Daniel Suarez has his amigos, and I was going to say Narain Karthikeyan has his, and then whatever the Hindi word for that is, and it's not it's not in English, so I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Oh.
So,
God.
But SRX is going back to Stafford next week. Race at Thunder Road got canceled. So Dewey will not be. Oh, also, this is where we were supposed to have our Dewey segment.
Oh yeah, Dewey didn't go.
No, he went. He left.
Yeah, he went and he left
Yeah.
before the race started.
So, again, we know Dewey doesn't watch this, and we know that there is a lore of Dewey. So,
Why does that? I almost swore. Why does he get tickets to things?
I don't know.
Remember Matt? Remember when we did the Roval meetup And
Yeah.
you like went there on a whim and showed up, and you were there. And then Dewey had tickets to both races and didn't show up to either one of them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't understand. His reasoning was for Stafford, he had a headache, and he didn't have any aspirin.
Just go to a gas station.
We Googled it. There was a CVS a 2-minute drive away from the racetrack.
Dude, I said that to him, and he's like, "Well, I'd have to give up my good parking spot."
Oh my god!
You know
He
how,
probably coulda
you know
got,
how
like,
long
a
of a walk a
15
2-minute drive is?
He probably could, at the very least, like a 15-minute Uber if he really needed to ride in a car. I don't. That's crazy. I cannot.
Dewey,
He is not real.
If Dewey's watching this, Dewey, we love you.
And if
but-
he's not watching it, which he isn't, everyone else, Dewey's not real.
Just comment that down below.
Please.
Dewey's not
So
real.
This whole time I've been looking for like other funny winners of the most popular driver award, and unfortunately there's not really a lot of them.
No.
So yeah.
But SRX is going back to Stafford next week. Dewey won't be there because he was going to be at Thunder Road, and he's just going to go to Vermont. So
Yeah. Why? Why is he going to Vermont?
because that's where Thunder Road is.
Vermont's not
Why?
real.
Why? But the race isn't there.
Because
Joe.
his hotel is booked. I don't know.
Okay. Well, why is he going to Vermont?
Go to the hotel.
There's flooding and stuff like.
Listen,
I'm gonna steal a comment that I saw. I'm pretty sure it was from Noah. I can't remember. In the USRL chat,
Noah, a big fan
that
of the show,
asked-
by the way.
that asked Dewey, Joe, can I swear?
Yeah, who cares?
He asked Dewey when he heard that, "What are you, fucking FEMA?" like, why is he going to Vermont? It's literally an ocean. It's Ocean 2. It's Lake DLC. Why is he going
It's
there?
like DLC.
Like, what is there for you, dude?
I'm glad I didn't do the thoughts and prayers to all the people in Vermont segment right before you said that. And I'm going to say it after. I don't know, man. Crazy.
Listen, really, all my thoughts are out to those affected, but Dewey's not going to save your ass. So, sorry.
We don't care.
I'm finding out this whole time that Dewey's been like moonlighting as a superhero, and he's gonna go save everybody in Vermont.
Yeah, fat chance.
Maybe that's the only thing I would believe at this point.
Okay, so other news, I talked about McDowell's the favorite to replace Almirola in the 10. Do we actually see that happening? If Almirola retires, which
I mean, they need somebody.
if I was him, I would retire.
Honestly, it might be a downgrade at this point.
What about
To go to McDowell? Or
for-
for McDowell to go from the 34 to the 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's outrunning almost all of the Stewart Oscars right now.
I mean, he's
I don't know.
outrunning 3 of them.
I
Yeah.
think maybe Todd Gilliland.
Yeah.
I could see that, yeah.
Or Zane. But
Especially-
front row
Zane got
signed
that
Zane to this
contract.
crazy contract.
They ain't got that
supposedly.
money.
I think if they could, they would try to get McDowell, but like Todd Gilliland makes a lot of sense because he's going to be available more than likely. So
Someone from
Because-
front row's available.
yeah, front
That's the
row's making it
consensus.
clear that I don't think they don't want Todd, but he's the odd man out.
Yeah. But if McDowell can get the ride,
Yeah. I mean, Harrison Burton could be it too. You never know. So
yes, Harrison. Well, okay, so Harrison Burton's a weird thing because Roger Penske picked Harrison Burton to drive the 21 car. That's the story. And yes, Harrison Burton has money
Yep.
to go along with him. But Harrison Burton,
Dex Imaging money go far.
but Roger Penske did ask Harrison Burton to come drive the 21 car. Who knows what that situation's like next year because they have not performed. But then again, what does Austin Cindric do? What is he doing? He hasn't even been competitive on the road courses. Like, I don't know what he does. That was supposed to be his thing.
yeah, that's the weird thing about that mid pack of the Cup Series from like 12th to almost like 28th is I feel like you can throw all of those drivers in any kind of order in the points and it would make sense.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's such a free for all from that point. So it's almost like we were talking about McDowell moving from front row to Stuart Haas I don't think it would really change much.
It would help Stuart Haas.
Yeah.
Or front row, most likely.
Yeah. It's just weird.
This next gen car makes everything weird.
Yeah.
Why you gotta make things weird next gen? Okay. So do we think Harrison Burton? Yes or no? But
well, isn't
Davey
he a
and Matthew.
KHI guy?
That doesn't. Nothing matters. Do we think Harrison Burton's in the 21 car next year? Davey, yes or no?
Yeah, I do.
Matthew, yes or no?
I would have to say yes because I can't think of who would replace him.
Yeah, that's what
I know we discussed it last week, and again, Todd Gilliland was like the only guy that we could think of.
And I'm right there with you. Yes, he's probably in the 21 car next year. Okay, moving
Unless
on.
They're like, hey, let's take another shot at Matt DiBenedetto.
yeah,
Matt, we're
right.
sorry. Please come back.
The guy that can't run well in the truck series right now.
Yeah.
Yikes. Got passed up by like every single driver as a relief driver for that one time when we made a joke about it. That was funny.
Was it for Noah?
I think so.
Or was it for Chase?
Oh, it was.
I thought it was Noah.
Finger subbed for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it was. Grandin Baker got his
To be
first
fair-
Cup start.
Yeah. To be fair, I think that's more of we think Matt DiBenedetto is a headache rather than we don't think he's a good driver.
Fair.
Well, I think that was more, hey, we have a driver on our payroll already
That too. Yeah.
that we can trust.
Yeah.
Because I love Raja, but he doesn't have as many laps, right?
Yeah.
So.
Still needs the experience.
Okay, so we say Harrison Burton's in the 21 car next year.
I would bet on it more.
Okay, is Eric Almirola in the 10 car next year? Yes or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Is Todd Gilliland in the 38 car next year?
No. I think Zane's in it.
Yep.
Okay. So that gives you Todd Gilliland is available. Okay, who's available in Xfinity? John Hunter available?
Cole Custer.
Cole Custer's not available.
I think Gibbs sees something in John Hunter at this point. I think
John Hunter is waiting for Martin Truex to retire. Yeah. He's sitting there saying retire.
Yep.
It's what I was talking about it last year, how they basically kind of indirectly said that they were going to not run the 18 for next year, which I think means Truex retires and they switch the 19 to the 18 and John Hunter takes over.
Or, hey, guess who has some money with him in the Xfinity Series?
Brandon Jones making his Cup debut.
No,
it's happening.
That was such a good. That came full circle so well. Honestly, that's awesome.
Sammy Smith is a guy to watch. Not that he's
so
ready.
Green,
I don't think he's. I don't know if he's ready or not. But
no, he's not.
He brings some money with him, and that's a guy that's probably going to take one of the Gibbs seats.
Does Austin Hill bring a sponsor?
Yeah, United Reynolds.
I think RCR's got him on lock, though.
Think so?
United Reynolds and
I think the 33 is going to be full time in the next year or two.
I would venture to guess maybe Austin Dillon takes an ownership role at RCR before 33 goes full time.
Ooh,
I can see that too. Yeah.
They were talking a lot about Austin Dillon today. About they brought it up that hey, he's struggling because he was up front. They made a strategy call to stay out and try to hopefully catch caution, and it ended up working. I think he ended up. Did he end up getting a top 10? I feel like he ended up getting a good run.
Finished 9th.
Yep. Which he does a lot, and people do not give him credit for. He finishes better than he runs.
He just kind of will slide into
that's
that
very
9th
true.
to
He
12th
does.
range. Yeah.
But
very much does.
They brought it up hey, RCR's been wondering if their equipment's the problem, and you saw Tyler Reddick win 3 races last year, and Dillon won the Daytona, but Kyle Busch has won 3 races this year, and Austin Dillon's kind of just been mid-pack.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's like what we talked about a few weeks ago, the episode you weren't there for, Davey, which is Austin Dillon is just a perfectly average race car driver. You know, there was hype at one point. Now we're like, yeah, he's gonna win a race every couple years in a kind of crazy manner, and that's gonna be him.
He's not though. He's not the Paul Menard line.
No, he's not.
Eric Almirola is the Paul Menard line.
Yeah,
Eric Almirola is the new Paul Menard line. Yeah,
the Almirola Index.
So who does it go to next year then?
Let me look at
this.
Hold on. It's like I mean, we could. Oh God, I don't want to make any
The
enemies here on
McDowell
the show.
metric.
The McDowell
no,
metric.
no.
I think it's the Suarez line. Honestly, I think it might be
Suarez is a good shout. As much as at least the way he's performing right now. If this, I don't think it'll stay this way. But the way he's performing right now, Alex Bowman.
I was thinking Bowman or even Justin Haley would be a good one too.
Yeah.
I feel like if you run better than Haley, I think you're solid. If you're below Haley, it's like, ooh, because I mean, you look at Justin Haley right now. Okay, he's behind Bowman, who's trending in the wrong direction.
Justin Haley had a big penalty though too. He had that 75 points. Don't forget.
True, yeah, but it's Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Suarez, who as of recently we're like, all right, and then behind him is Austin Cindric and Chase Elliott, who we've already criticized this episode. But yeah, now I think Bowman is the guy at this point.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because it does move. It moves, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd pick Bowman just because of the car he's in though.
Could be Eric Jones.
That's a pretty low line this year, though.
And it's pretty low.
But he's right behind Almirola. So
now add 75 points to his total though, and tell me where he is.
He would be.
We gotta add 75 points
Chase
to a lot of
Elliott,
people.
Corey
Then.
LaJoy.
So just saying.
Yeah, but perfectly in the middle.
Maybe it's the LaJoy line.
Yeah.
We have a lot of candidates. When we do at the beginning of next season, we do our driver
We're
grading
gonna set
chart.
we're gonna find the guy that is in
We're
the
gonna
middle.
find middle.
We will name that category after that driver, and if you are above the line, we think you have promise, and if you are below the time, pack your bags. You're going back to Xfinity.
We're gonna find a middle.
This is under the assumption that the Almirola Index will be retired. So.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
The Almirola Array.
Or that's a good one too.
Okay.
I don't have a
come
name,
up with some snazzy names.
Corey LaJoy supposedly getting a long-term extension with Spire. We've talked on and on about. Good for Corey. Congratulations.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Spire looks like they're building something, so that's cool.
Pocono.
Which is a huge get. Yeah, Pocono.
Trucks, Xfinity, Cup, they're all there. The tricky triangle. The triangle,
Trucks.
It's tricky. IndyCar's in
Trucks.
Iowa for a doubleheader, but we're not doing picks, so.
We do trucks first?
Yep.
Christopher Bell,
Is he in the one?
61.
Oh, he's Hattori?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Kaz Grala's in the one.
Okay. Matt, who you got for trucks?
I'm gonna still Davey's guy. I'm gonna say Parker Kligerman.
There's one driver that hasn't been picked yet that I'm surprised.
Oh wait.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, I didn't even see him.
Who's in the 51?
It's Kyle.
Damn it! Matt! You
Got him.
sold! You bastard!
For Xfinity, I'm gonna take.
Oh god.
I'm gonna take Josh Berry.
Not a bad pick. He needs a win.
Matt.
I'm not gonna pick Sheldon Creed this week. It's not working. So, Sheldon, I'm sorry. I straight up think I cursed him when I made the Sheldon Creed Thursday video. That's when it all started falling apart. So I need to post like a reversed version of that video on Twitter and see if it undoes the curse.
Does he have a Cup start coming this fall?
He's running the 78 soon. I know that.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
I'm gonna go with John Hunter. So.
Good pick, going for 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Davey.
You know, I talked a lot about this driver earlier. I just want to say, like, you know, it's a proud moment to be able to pick a driver of such esteemed talent. Joe Graff Jr.
Let's go.
Is he in the 19?
38.
Oh. That pick is even worse.
Double your number. Double the 19.
Dude, he's got to have merch. He's got to have merch for that.
I wonder if there's Joe. I might buy it, to be honest. Such a big Joe Graff fan.
All right, Matt. Who you got for the Cup Series?
I got For some reason, JJ Ailey is the first driver my eyes went to.
That's awful.
not who I'm picking.
Oh,
Be
a good pick.
Give me Bubba. They need a good run.
Good pick. Good pick.
Who? This is tough. I'm gonna go Justin Haley. I like a good Justin Haley pick.
You know what a good thing for the sport would be.
Oh God.
What a good thing for the sport would be.
What?
If a young driver with a large fan base won the race this weekend.
Riley Herbst isn't in the Cup Series.
A guy that loves driving race cars.
Yeah.
And
Scott Gilliland
has a big sponsor behind him.
Right. Yep.
And has a great fan base, a youthful driver.
Gotta be Eric Jones.
It's Corey LaJoy.
Ryan Blaney.
There you go.
All right, man.
What'd you think I was gonna say?
Yeah.
I said
Eric
young, so I don't know.
What is Eric Almirola's age?
I stand by what I said.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, he's a young 39.
He's gonna retire at 39. Good for him.
Yeah.
Just before his statistical prime, man.
Who was it that was making a big deal about that a few years ago?
Kevin Harvick, where he was
No, I mean like saying it. Not that they were doing it, but saying it.
I know who it was, and I know why they were doing it. Landon Castle.
Oh.
Because he is probably clamoring for a Cup ride.
Mm.
Or any kind of ride anymore, really.
Thanks, Voyager.
Oh my God, he's 34 already.
Why don't you voyage your way out of the Xfinity Series?
I just searched Landon Castle, and it brought up a picture of somebody who is definitely not Landon Castle. that is a very young Ross Chastain. It is a completely different man.
Good to know, man.
I was like, hang on, Landon used to look way different. What?
My man uploaded it. That is a very young Ross Chastain. What the what? Why is that there, dude?
Can you tell it's Ross? Like
oh yeah,
very
Once
obviously.
it was pointed out to me, I was like, oh yeah, that's Ross. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's Ross. Look at that.
God, dude.
Look at that guy.
What even makes it? What even
Look at
makes
that guy.
that come up?
That's Ross Chastain.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Interesting. Here's Alex Pillow eating chicken too. It's from early. There he is.
It's gotta be in the thumbnail, yeah.
All right.
Remember when Landon Castle drove for Starcom and he had that awful hair?
I don't know if I remember that. Hang on.
Hold on. I'll post the picture here.
What year was that?
Davey, he's your favorite driver's best friend, so like,
Oh God, Landon, what are you doing?
Good for him, man. I'm glad I don't have to deal with him.
Jesus.
Look at that hair, man. What's the deal? Oh my god.
That is so bad. It reminds me of oh God, who was it? Oh, the picture of David Rudiman when he has like the bowl cut. That's one of my favorite ones too. Brad Keselowski, when he first got to JRM2 and he had the goatee, was like truly cursed.
Have any of you guys ever watched Criminal Minds?
Yeah.
I have not.
Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe can't really see it. Wait, do you have your phone up?
I have my phone.
Okay. In that picture, Landon Castle looks like Spencer Reed.
Yeah.
Like we're making a bunch of visual jokes that are probably not going to be shown on screen.
That's fine. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Brad's
it's
goatee
Brad.
when he was in the 88 was so
Brad
bad.
is friggin' great
Here's
Dale
Landon
Jr.
Castle.
there.
There he is. Look at him.
With his awful haircut.
Here's Brad Keselowski.
Bad Brad.
Look at him.
God, he looks like Beavis
So-
and or Butthead.
So blown out. He looked like one when he was younger, and then he looked like the other now that he's older. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
We are
god.
waffling right
But
now.
folks,
Oh my
that's the
God.
Fake Racers podcast for this
We are
week.
Waffling.
Make sure you follow us at Fake Racers on Twitter. You can follow us at JTN2 2 on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on our podcasts platforms. You click the little follow button. You'll be notified when new episodes go live. Make sure you're also following at Johto Network on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Twitter. You can follow Davey. Davey, where can they follow you? You can follow,
here's my much louder fidget spinner.
Oh my god. We are the worst podcasters that have ever existed.
Some cassette hub ASMR for you guys.
Hold on, check it out.
Matthew, where can they follow you?
I wouldn't recommend it.
At MSealman51 on Twitter. Their links are down below, folks. I'm going to stop asking them at this point because screw it. Who cares? Again, cannot thank you guys enough for watching, for listening, whatever you do. Before we make any bigger fools of ourselves, again, thank you folks for watching. We'll see you guys next week on the Fake Racers Podcast.
Goodbye.
Bye.